don't fall for this bullshit that you can cry in front of your woman, because the majority of them are gonna lose respect. They're gonna probably just move on to another dude while she's still using you for your cash, and then you find her out cheating. Then you're gonna get a divorce if you are stupid enough to fucking go marry that bitch. And after that divorce, you lose every fucking asset you have. You lose your house, you lose your kids, you lose half your fucking money. And what did you do? Because you listened to women on how to be a fucking man.
Master on the beat, let's get it.
Everything from people. Even Corey hit me up. Was like, yo, look, like a couple weeks back. For like the last month, maybe more, that my freestyle from
yo, that's hot.
Has just
what the fuck? Yo. Oh. God damn, just burned my tongue on my coffee. Oh, this might be fun. Complicated channel. I doubt you haven't seen that. Haven't heard of this. This guy always comes up with a good questions, bro. So, solution to prostitution. That rolls off the tongue, bro. What the fuck? Solution of prostitution. Rules of modern dating and understanding women. Okay, cool. Opinions captured in these videos do not necessarily reflect the views of the creators.
Why are there so many women today who say they don't need a man?
I mean, because if they want to go 50-50 on things, I just don't need them.
What? Especially in this day and age, where everything is stupidly expensive and you get paid the bare minimum. You don't want to go 50-50. AKA, you just want someone who is really rich. You don't care who he is, you just care about his money. That's some shallow ass bitch, bro.
Because there's a lot of bum ass men out in the world who don't do enough, so us women can supply for ourselves now.
Okay, so you're blaming men for working. What?
Because there's a lot of bum ass men out in the world who don't do enough, so us women can supply for ourselves now.
She doesn't sound happy like that. She doesn't sound like she likes working much, right? It doesn't sound like she's the one like, oh, I'm gonna be an entrepreneur, I'm gonna be, you know, whatever, right? You know, do the like that shit, you know, go for it. No, it's not. She does not like that. She doesn't like that she has to work, which will probably be about a lot of people actually. But so because men don't work enough and are bums, so proclaimed by you, so now you have to support yourself, because you can't get a man that does everything for you or supplies everything for you while you do nothing at home. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Because they're feminists and they like to be feminists.
If a man has friends, doesn't want kids, hires a maid and hires a prostitute, why would a man need a woman?
If this would be how it is, right? So if a man had enough money to buy a maid, buy a prostitute, buy a cook, you know, buy all those things that are materialistic, right? And the only thing that he seeks from a woman is that, then a woman isn't anything to him, right? I think the role of a woman in the relationship is to support the man, and same with the man, support the woman, right? It should be equally supporting each other. But nowadays it's like women just want all the money, right? They want the necessity, they want the materialistic stuff, while the man is working his ass off to provide all that, while she is sitting on the couch watching TV all day. Maybe she, you know, vacuums the room, maybe, right? And she doesn't even want to cook, so she orders takeout, you know, stuff like that, right? Back in the day, it was an honor to be a housewife, right? They took pride in that shit because they knew their role. They knew that was what they were good at. That's where they excelled, right? They were the nurturers. back in the day, right? But now it's just different. You get a good woman nowadays that doesn't have an OnlyFans, that doesn't show her ass on Instagram, that doesn't do all this sexualizing that they proclaim that men do, but they clearly do it themselves because they can profit out of it. I don't think there's a woman alive that is attractive who isn't or hasn't ever done anything remotely to sexualize herself. Right? That's just a assumption of mine, but I feel like that's the truth.
I don't know how to answer this question.
Because of human connection, of meaningful connection, to correct myself, just there's nothing that replaces the authenticity of a partnership.
It depends. Highly depends on the person. Some people are perfectly fine living on their own, right? Perfectly fine. They're focused on their job. They're focused on their hobbies. They're focused on whatever, right? Maybe they have some family on the side that they visit, now and then, right? That's their life, and they actually are content with that. They're not married. They don't have a girlfriend. They don't have a boyfriend. They don't have anything, right? They don't have no one. They might have a pet. Maybe they don't have a pet, right? So it really depends on the person. But I find it highly hypocritical that people say, "What do you need a man for?" But the moment when they ask, like, "Yo, what do you need a woman for if you hire a prostitute, hire a cook, and hire a house cleaner?" And then suddenly like, "Oh, well, emotional support, partnership, blah, blah, blah." Meanwhile, they say, if a man's broke, I don't need him. Is that all a man brings? That's it? He brings the money? He's just a money bag for you? That's just the mentality of feminism nowadays. And it's disgusting. It's dehumanizing men. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. And you can see it on Gen Z, bro. Gen Z has grew up in fatherless households, and we've seen what the fuck happened to them. We've seen it, bro. They're mentally ill. Fucking autism is an all-time high right now. Depression, anxiety, fucking this whole trans community shit. And I'm not talking about like the oh, I want to be a female, but I'm actually, I was born a male. I'm talking about the fucking pronouns that they call themselves cat self, dog self. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the actual fuck is wrong with you? Only pronouns that exist are he, her, they, them. End of discussion. There's nothing else. Z, zer, z, zet, zoot. No, what the fuck are you talking about? You're mental, bro. You are absolutely mental. Seek help. Seek help. I swear to God. You're traumatized in your childhood, and now you're fucking retarded. The fuck is Z, Zer, Z, Zing, Zing, cat self, dog self, fucking parrot, fucking what's next? Chair, fucking, I don't know, armrest, like, stupid, bro. It's also stupid. You're not a it. A it is an object. You can't be a it. It's dumb. It's stupid.
Men need women in a sense because, I don't know, like, they need our love. You know what I mean?
True. You can't really get true intimacy with a prostitute. You can bust a nut, but that's about it.
Why do women proudly chant, "Pussy runs the world," but then also complain guys only want sex?
I don't know why they complain about that, but pussy definitely runs the world. You can make a man do a lot of things.
Does pussy actually run the world, or does it just control the men who built and maintain the world?
Facts.
You know what? I feel attacked by that statement.
What? Wait. You felt attacked by the truth. This is wrong, bro. This is wrong with people nowadays, bro. Men built this world. Men built this place where you can leisure around, right? You have all this fucking technology. You have all this luxurious stuff. You have you have cars. You have other forms of transport and stuff like that. And the moment you get confronted by that fact, you feel attacked by the truth. What if I say, "Yo, you see that? It's a wall." No, I feel attacked. I can't believe you said, like, effect? What? The minute someone tells me the truth and I feel attacked by the truth, you better fucking end me because I am pathetic. That's straight up pathetic. You're getting attacked by words? Are you 5? Words ain't doing shit. Back in the day, people got beat the fuck up. Now you're, oh, he didn't use my pronouns. Bro, the moment this person runs into the fucking rain, it melts. Made of fucking sugar, bro.
Because men cannot live without sex. And it really does run the world.
I think it only controls weak men. I don't think he runs any strong men. In fact, the men that rule the world, pussy bends for them. You know what I mean? They,
bro,
you know, don't.
Bro, he's saying something, bro. He's saying something. He said the men that build the world, pussy bends for them, and it's facts, bro, because they are the high value men with a lot of cash, and they get all the bitches, all of them, bro, all of them. Like, it's insane. It's insane. Like, the power of money is insane. All right, in today's society, money is everything. It is power, it's freedom, it's everything, bro. There's nothing you can't buy with money. It's just a fact. It's just like, oh well, you can't have a relationship with someone who actually loves you. Well, you can literally hire a actress and she's gonna act like she loves you. It's totally true, bro. But no one's gonna agree with this guy because no, how dare you? Really think women are this easy? Yes, they are. Those women are dead easy. They see money, they spread their legs. That's how it is.
Women rule the world, but pussy just manages it.
Do you think
What?
it was ever time?
Rule the world, but pussy just manages it.
Bro,
Do you think
speak
Women
up.
rule the world, but pussy just manages it.
Jesus Christ, does she have a fucking speech impediment? What the fuck did she say?
Women rule the world, but pussy just manages it.
Women rule the world, but he just manages it. Women don't rule the world. Go back in time. Guess what? Men rule the world, and it's still the case. It's still the case. Men in power are still the majority. And why? Because males are leaders. They are at nature built to be leaders and providers. They are strong. They're mentally strong. They don't show weakness. That's what a man is. And women just don't make good leaders. Sure, there might be a couple, but the majority of men are gonna be better leaders. So no, women don't rule the world. Men do. All right? Get that straight.
Think there was ever a time when pussy didn't run the world?
No. Women's always been the neck of the foundation. The men is just the head. We draw shit.
Wouldn't that mean women always had power?
Yes. But men cannot accept women having power, so we just have to stand in the back and pretend that we don't have power and use a reverse psychology and just like pretend that we don't, because they like to say they right, so we just like, all right.
Okay, so she literally just said we pretend not be in power. Okay, but why do you have feminism then? Saying we want equality, blah 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 blah. Are they also are they just so into pretending that they are in power that they forgot that they're in power? No! Feminism is fucked. It used to be equality. You have equality right now. You do. Go to East Europe. Let's see if they have equality. No, they don't. They don't have equality. You, as an American citizen, you have equality. Bro, you even have more laws that help you than men do. You have more rights. How are you not in power? There's no equality here. Men are below.
Why are women complaining about past oppression if they always had pussy power?
They want equal rights, and that's bullshit.
Personally, I just think they kind of like are backwards in their reasoning on most things. You know what I mean? They want to feel a certain amount of power, and that's the only thing that they can kind of reach to say that they have this power over males. So
the only time they have power, right, apparently pussy power, right? The only time they have power is over weak men, which makes sense considering feminism is trying to make weak men. Look at this shit like, oh, men can cry, men can do this, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, the moment you cry in front of your woman, your respect are gone. All right? Respect is gone, expectations are gone, because you look like a weak child to her at that point. Don't fall for this bullshit that you can cry in front of your woman, because the majority of them are gonna lose respect. They're gonna probably just move on to another dude while she's still using you for your cash, and then you find her out cheating. Then you gotta get a divorce if you are stupid enough to fucking go marry that bitch. And after that divorce, you lose every fucking asset you have. You lose your house, you lose your kids, you lose half your fucking money. And what did you do? Because you listened to women on how to be a fucking man. Meanwhile, when men tell how women should be women, they're like, oh, how dare you? You can't tell women how to be women. Well, women don't know how to be women anymore. They don't know. Feminism is so fucked up. They don't know what the fuck is happening anymore. And there's only a couple of fucking normal women left that still know their decency, that still know that showing your ass on Instagram is indecent and shouldn't be done and should be criticized and should not be praised. They don't want to believe that. They don't want to live in their world like, oh, well, I'm not an object. Meanwhile, you show your ass on Instagram. You have an OnlyFans link in your fucking TikTok account. Like, what the fuck? You are an object. You are selling your pussy for $5.
Wouldn't that mean that women always had power?
Yeah, they definitely did, but we just make men do all the, hard labor work.
Women say they want equal rights, but then when a man talks to them the way they talk to another man, then they say, oh, you're offending me, or oh, you're doing this. But if you want equal rights and you want to be treated equally, then it has to be like always. Like, it can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna put my hand on a man, and then like when he does it back, like, oh, I'm a woman.
Yo, that's facts. That's facts.
Or you want to like put yourself in a man position, but then you don't want like the actions to come. But only actions you want is beneficial actions.
How many female-dominated industries can you think of that aren't related to sex or beauty?
Not a lot.
None.
It should change. Society it's set up for that.
How do we change that?
Great question.
At least they're thinking, Most of the time they just spew the first answer that came up in their fucking minds. But at least they're actually, trying to think. So let's see what she comes up with.
Let women take over.
Yeah, because that's how it works. Yep. So we are gonna go into a battle royale and the women are gonna win, right? We're gonna let the women win, even though we men already have been fighting for everything in our lives, and then we just gotta roll over, expose our fucking sensitive fucking sides, and just let them go. Let them win. Let them do shit. Let them do that. No! No! You have to be qualified. I don't want a doctor because she's a female. I want a doctor because it's a good fucking doctor. I don't want a lawyer because she's female. I want a lawyer because I want a lawyer because she's a fucking good lawyer. It's baffling, bro. It's baffling to me. A businessman is a good businessman because he's a good businessman. That's why there's also a businesswoman, but there's a few of them because most of them just can't deal with the pressure. They can't deal with the work environment. They can't deal with being uncomfortable. Let women do this. Let women do that. Fuck off.
Let women take over. Change the mindsets.
How many female-dominated industries can you think of that aren't related to sex or beauty?
Christina Aguilera. She is my idol. Janis Joplin, she's my idol. I am a singer-songwriter, and they have never based sex off of their career because they're so talented to do that.
I think she misunderstood the question. Definitely misunderstood the question.
How many female-dominated industries can you think of that aren't related to sex or beauty?
Not one. Not one.
Are men more likely to use power to get sex, or are women more likely to use sex to get power?
Ooh.
I think both. I think both men are gonna use power to get pussy, and women are gonna use pussy to get power. Absolutely, I believe that 100% to be a fact. Because the moment you have something that you can use to get what you want, regardless of gender, you're gonna use it. All right, everyone's gonna use it. If you give somebody a gun, right, and they have to defend themselves, they're gonna use the gun, right? Because without the gun, they're gonna be more hopeless. You're gonna use what you have to get what you want. So I think both.
I think women are more likely to use sex to get power.
What is the difference between sexually empowering women versus sexually objectifying women?
I personally don't think there is a difference.
It's the
I think
same.
Those are the same thing, one and the same. I think they basically are. It's almost like if someone's using reverse psychology on you, like they want to be able to use your sexuality to advertise things. They want to be able to use your sexuality for whatever purpose that they twist the woman into. All they have to do is, it's kind of like in the Bible, they said, no, you should want to be like God, or the serpent said you could be like God. The woman falls into that very easily, so her head gets blown up. Call it empowerment, and she'll do whatever she thinks is
Ooh, he's right.
So isn't it entirely subjective?
Yes, all of it.
Do you think the sexual empowerment of women in any way contributes to their own objectification?
Yes.
Yes. I think it's all a trick to take advantage of them.
Most female-dominated industries are sex or beauty-related, correct?
Yes. That's the way things are right now. That should change.
Well, right, but why would women want to give up their power if they can use it to,
Because it shouldn't be the only power that we're able to hold in society.
Well, whether it should
When you don't give women a fair chance to gain power, they're going to do whatever it takes.
Guess what? The world isn't fair. How about that? Go back in history. The strong won. Because they were the strong. Go back in nature, alright? The strong animal wins. Because they're the strong animal. The dominant species wins. People who are in war, the stronger or the smartest war general wins. It's a competition. The world isn't fair. You will always be against somebody who you might even not have a chance against. That's how the world is. The world isn't fair, and it shouldn't be fair. Because the moment when everything is fair, nothing is meaningful anymore. If everyone has everything that everyone has, nothing is meaningful anymore. So no, the world isn't fair, and it shouldn't be fair.
Well, is there anything stopping women from getting power any other way?
Yes, men.
Well, I mean, but men also give women their power, correct?
Not enough of it.
And what also takes power away from men? Men! Because it's dominance. You lose. Because someone else is better than you. But you can't accept that. You should know your place. There's always gonna be people better than you. You're not gonna get a cheap shot. Everyone is on guard, bro. Everyone's on guard. You're not just gonna get somebody who is just, not paying attention. Person who's not paying attention is not competing. And yeah, if you can beat somebody who's not paying attention, wow, congratulations. Makes no sense at all.
If all the men in the world were gay, how would women get power?
Because they're fucking women.
What does that mean?
They're strong and better than men.
Well, right, but I'm saying if women could...
What? But you just said women are weak. You just said women need to get granted power by men to get more power. And now you say, well, if men are only interested in men, women are still going to be stronger because we're women. You're contradicting yourself, woman. You're literally contradicting yourself right now. Makes no sense. If every male on the planet is gay and all the sexual pleasures are contributed for gay men, so only males, right? Then they are equal, because then they get no love. they would be the males in society then. And not like in the dominant kind, but in the ignored kind.
And better than men.
Well, right, but I'm saying if women couldn't use sex to control men, then how would they get power?
Skip.
Women are more likely to use sex to get power.
What is the difference between sexually empowering women versus sexually objectifying women?
Okay, sexually empowering women would definitely mean like uplifting and like complimenting, like, ooh, girl, you look good, but not too close, because it could easily be turned into, ooh, girl, you look too good. That's a whole ass snack, and then now that's harassment. So there's a fine line in between
What?
the two.
We're gonna look up the term harassment real quick, alright? Harassment, aggressive pursuit or intimidation. Harassment, aggressive pressure or intimidation. Now go back to her point. And let's see if that was harassment or not.
Ooh, girl, you look too good. That's a whole ass snack. And then now.
Where's the harassment there? You get intimidated by speech of a man? I think that's a you problem though. I think that's a you problem. If you can't talk with a man or talk with a man that's interested in you, that's a you problem. Absolutely, bro. If you can't talk to anyone, own fault, bro. Skill issue.
So there's a fine line in between the two.
Well, isn't it entirely subjective?
Subjective to your own intentions, yes. Like, so maybe your tone of voice or your implication in the fact, or however you were trying to come off at the matter, you know. So I think it all has to do with the subject to intention, right?
Men don't have a say in women's sex life.
Do you think the sexual empowerment of women in any way contributes to their own objectification?
No.
I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not even gonna. It's not even worth it.
No.
Does the fact that porn and OnlyFans exist prove that women are okay being objectified as long as they're getting paid?
No.
Yes, absolutely yes. Now you could make a statement for prostitution, right, or strip clubs. Most people who work in strip clubs, they don't want to be working in strip clubs, right? Because they get, you know, they can get killed. You know, it's actually dangerous, and you know, it's actually not a fun time at all, right? Strippers don't have a fun time at all because they get harassed, like accidentally touched or intentionally touched and whatever, right? People not following the rules and stuff like that, right? But OnlyFans, there's no contact with anyone, so it's perfectly safe to do. There's no drama whatsoever. The only downside of having OnlyFans is that you get objectified because you are an object. You are literally selling your pussy for $5 fucking bucks. There's a lot of women that have self-respect and don't, you know, just sell their body for money.
Can use our body the way that we want to without men's control.
Do you consider sex work to be real work?
Yes. Yes. And if you don't, you suck.
Why are women more accepting of women who can sell sex?
Yes. And if you don't,
Hold on.
you suck.
I'm losing my voice. I think I'm losing my voice. So she said, or he asked, is sex work real work? It depends, right? You're a porn star, right? A genuine professional porn star goes to a set, right? Go and films a porn film, right? That's a job, right? Whole production, whole fucking motherfucker directing that shit, right? And you know, that takes hours, right? But if you're just a normal fucking average girl and you're filming yourself while you're fucking with your boyfriend, that's not work. You are filming yourself having pleasure with your significant other. That's a hobby that you are monetizing. Like what I do with YouTube and Twitch, right? I'm streaming and doing this for fun. Porn stars work. Regular dude and woman in bathroom filming themselves, not work. And posting pictures of you nude on OnlyFans, also not work. End of discussion.
Why are women more accepting of women who can sell sex, but are less likely to accept a man who can buy it?
Because it's empowering to be able to do what you want with your body.
You don't believe this, bro. You can't. I don't believe this shit, bro. I can't believe people are actually this dumb. I can't believe this woman really thinks that empowerment means that you can do whatever the fuck with your body. That's not empowerment. That's not empowerment. You lose respect. You have no decency whatsoever. Most men on the planet don't want to date you, all right? So why is it empowerment? You're just losing a huge privilege. Being innocent is a huge huge privilege for a woman. It's a huge privilege because men aren't innocent. They're never innocent. The moment they go from like a young boy to a adolescent male, innocence disappear, bro. For the majority of them. There's like guys that are handsome, there's guys that are cute, right? And the guys that are cute, they still have the innocence in them, right? But they look feminine. That's why they look innocent, because they have feminine features. They have no facial hair, they have no jaw to speak of whatsoever. They have like this really round circle head, right? They have no muscles. There's nothing masculine about them, so they become feminine. That's why they are called cute. Being innocent is such a privilege, bro.
Isn't that like shaming your own customers?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how can you be a victim of your own product?
Because it's my fucking body.
Okay.
My body, my choice. My body, my choice.
Why do women often claim victimhood by the very thing they use to empower themselves?
I believe in that question. I do believe that women do that Me Too shit, and I don't believe.
I like her.
You say you want to like empower yourself and then use this as like, you know, like a beneficial factor, but then you claim victim, and I think it's just a money aspect.
Does the fact that porn and OnlyFans exist prove that women are okay being objectified as long as they're getting paid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you consider sex work to be real work?
No. Well, yeah, for porn stars and OnlyFans, because they get that dough. They're millionaires off OnlyFans.
I mean, getting paid doesn't mean you work, right? Like, you're gonna get paid, you know, like I said, being a YouTuber. Now, is that a real job? Yes, no, maybe. It depends, you know. For me, not a job. It barely brings me money, but it will never be a job, in my opinion. It will always be because I like doing it. And also it's a plan B, you know. I have no diplomas. I'm pretty much hopeless. I'm a pathetic little boy, all right? So I try to be, you know, become someone on the internet, because that's the best source of income momentarily. No, I will never consider myself making videos is work. It takes effort, don't get me wrong, but it's not work. OnlyFans, if you just post pictures and stuff like that, it's not work. Unless, all right, unless you have a full-blown professional fucking photographer, right, and a whole fucking studio, right, where you take all these pictures and it takes like hours to shoot. Yes, that's work. Taking your phone, you know, flashing a picture of your fucking waffle right underneath there, it's not work.
Is porn legal but prostitution isn't?
Tell me that. Why? And tell me this. Why can you go out and have sex with 20 million men for free and then nothing happens? But as soon as you want to put a price on your worth, it's illegal. Hello.
I've never understood that. I'm from the Netherlands, and of course, as you already assumed, yeah, prostitution is legal here, but it's regulated. And just like drugs, just like the weed here, right? It's all regulated. So it's harder to get, you know, big problems with it, right? So I think if you legalize prostitution, first of all, a lot of prostitutes are not gonna die, right? Because it's regulated and it's a lot more safe. It's still not 100% safe. It's still not the safest job in the world, don't get me wrong, but it will be more safe. Just like with drugs. If you don't give people on the streets the power to sell to addicts on a higher price and keep manipulating them, right? Because they're an addict. But yeah, I think prostitution should be legal regardless, all right? I think just because the law says like, oh, well, if you're filming it, it's legal, like, because then it's technically filming a porn movie, right? That's so dumb. Like, why not just make it legal? Make a whole thing out of it, you know? Make it scheduled. Make it just, you know, regulated. That's it. Just make it regulated, and then we'll get a lot better results than, you know, getting these prostitutes just dying on the streets, or they're going to do their business and hope they get paid, that they don't get beat up afterwards. Like,
Do you believe all adults have sexual needs?
Of course.
Of course, and you couldn't
Buy
live
a
life.
vibrator.
You could not live life without sex. It's impossible.
Should lonely men be expected to satisfy their sexual needs by watching porn?
Yes and no. If they're really desperate, then yes. But if they can wait for a woman, then they should not watch porn.
They can if that's their
What? Hold on.
Wait for a woman. If they're
What's the
really
question? Hold on.
Should lonely men be expected to satisfy their sexual needs by watching porn?
Wait for a woman. Wait for a woman. Yeah, because it's clearly virgins' choices to be virgins, right? It's clearly their choice. If they just waited, it would happen, right? Don't have to do shit. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I'm confusing it with the female experience. Like there be motherfuckers out there that fuck they fuck a couch, bro. They would fuck a couch. Like, what's desperate? Is that desperate enough? Like, I think that is. I think that's desperate enough, isn't it? So, should be expected. I think every male on the planet, alright, with internet connection has once in a lifetime watched porn. At least once.
If so, why would men still crave sex when porn is free and available all over the internet?
Because you don't get you know how long it takes for you to find the right porn?
Because women.
Yo. I like her, man. She's honest. I like her. She's funny as well. I think it's a whole different story, bro. Like, watching porn and actually having sex, I think it's a huge difference. The moment I'm just on the streets, right? And I see a woman, you know, with a nice butt. You know, I'm like, ooh, damn. I would see that same butt on the hub as a thumbnail. It's nothing to me. The mindset is completely different because your expectations are high, bro. So you're looking for the best of the best, right? But when you like just walk down the street and you see somebody with a nice booty, right? You're like, damn, okay, you know. But you see that same ass, you know, that's probably just compared to like the porn expectations you have is like a 5, right? You would not even click it. That's the difference, man. That's the difference.
Because women don't understand that men actually are more horny than women themselves. And they actually need a sex life, otherwise they cannot function at all. And I know that because I've had like ex-boyfriends that cannot live without sex.
Do you consider sex work to be real work?
Not really, no.
But do you think most women consider sex work to be real work?
Yeah, the empowerment thing, trying to, you know, make it sound like it's more than it is so that they can feel good about it kind of thing. But I don't believe it is real work at all.
Why are women more accepting of women who can sell sex but are less likely to accept a man who can buy it?
Ooh, that's a good question. More double standards. Just they don't like reality.
Bro, it's the same thing, bro. It's the same thing with this whole I saw this like podcast of L3, right? And Pokimane was on that podcast. They were talking about Tate. And she was talking about, oh, we saw the rise of incels, and the moment I came back to Twitch, he was gone. Like your whole career isn't built on incels, bro. Like, what are you talking about? The people that support Tate aren't. The people that support Tate or admire Tate are the ones that are trying to improve themselves. They are trying to be better men. The ones that support Pokimane are the ones that are down in the dumps, fat bastards. The guys that are living in their mom's basement till they're fucking 32. Those motherfuckers, bro. Those are the tier 3 subs. Talking about incels, bro. Incel armies, he called it. Ridiculous, bro.
More double standards. Just they don't like reality very much.
Isn't that shaming your own customers?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Isn't that like complaining about crackheads while you're selling crack?
Exactly the same.
Facts.
Yeah.
If prostitution was legal, do you think we'd have a better society?
Ooh.
No.
Not really, to be honest with you. I can't say I think we'd be better as a society at all.
I don't think there's gonna be much difference.
I do consider sex work is real work. We're the work of all time. We're gonna last longer than any other industry. We've been here all before, okay, and we're still gonna be here. When computers and everything take over, they're still gonna want a physical woman to get it done, okay? We're gonna be here.
I don't know about that, bro. Like, if we get to the point where we can make like these robots, they're pretty much like real women, right? With like extra features, custom built. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know. I mean, obviously they're gonna be stupid expensive, but if they're more accessible to the average guy, average person, bro, there's already a lot of people that don't like just people in general, right? They just don't like interacting with anyone. And then they hear like, yo, I can buy a woman or like a android woman that functions like a woman however I please, however I can have sex with her whenever I want. Like I feel like females don't understand that. Like sometimes you just don't want to go through a hassle. You don't want to go through a whole hassle to have sex with someone and get all this like, oh well, what are we? We're nothing. I just used you to get off. Like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get why these women expect that shit. I mean, first of all, you should be honest in the first place. Like, yo, one night stand, both just here to have sex. That's it, right? Be honest, be clear about your intentions. That's it. But then still, bro, still these women just sometimes be like, well, what are we? Like, bro, we just had sex. That's it. I feel disgusted. All right, and it's done. Like, I don't know how to explain that.
Everybody would be happy.
Honestly, no, because I think we need to go back to old school values more so than this like do you boo boo type of thing that's going on. I think it's more important to re-register ourselves with old school values, being committed, and you know, making that investment into each other and making that commitment, because it's scary, yeah, but it means something. It means a lot more.
Do you think the solution could be prostitution, the world's oldest institution?
Yes. I don't see anything wrong with prostitution as long as it's consensual, legal, and safe.
I think the solution is always prostitution, but it's a way of saying like that, because not prostitution is sex work. Because prostitution is like it's like a derogatory term, and it's meant to like say like people on the corner or like a less than person. Sex work is more like therapy, spending time, not just like that. Because it's not always that. It's more to. We're more than just that.
Well, what about when it's like done, you know, in brothels as opposed to streetwalkers?
No, okay, so that's when they can put a price on it, then that's when it's okay. But it's like, you're not gonna tax me for my body. Like, how dare you try to tax me, or like I have to pay for your service? Like, and I'm the one doing the service. Like, no, I do not believe in that. Like, no, how can you tax us for something that's done for free every fucking day? No.
Wouldn't relationships be built on love rather than sex and manipulation?
I think that the opposite would happen if prostitution was legalized.
Well, if a guy could get sex anytime he wanted, really easily, why would he need to be in a relationship for any reason other than love?
Because if you're in a relationship for love, you should be able to get sex anytime you want to and not find it elsewhere.
I don't think any of the relationships are built on love anyway. Like, I think all of this is a big excuse. Like, we're making excuses just to go about this daily dance.
Wouldn't women be more accountable and make more effort to create loving relationships?
Yes, I believe so.
Wouldn't it remove any legal liabilities for men trying to get sex?
Yes.
Wouldn't it remove the possibility of rejection?
Yeah.
Wouldn't men be more fulfilled and less angry and violent?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be government regulated and generate tax revenue?
Yeah, like I mean, I heard in certain places near Nevada and near in Las Vegas where they actually making tax money off of it. Hey, people gonna do it regardless. It's just gonna happen.
So can you think of any reasons not to legalize it?
No.
Do you think if prostitution was cheap and accessible, we'd have a better society?
Yes.
Yes. And safe.
Safer society, because it would be included in law. and protected by law.
So, don't women often look for sugar daddies and men often look for trophy wives?
Ooh.
Yes.
Don't
True.
women often look for sugar daddies and men look for trophy wives?
Yes.
Do you believe it's generally true men objectify women sexually while women objectify men financially?
Bro, there's not even a question about that, bro. There's not even a question about that.
Isn't it generally true that men seek the hottest woman they can afford while women seek the richest man they can attract?
Definitely.
Don't men want trophy wives and women want sugar daddies?
That's the game.
So how is dating not just a loose form of prostitution?
That's all it is. It's prostitution in slow motion, low-key.
Yo.
So then why would it be bad to legalize it if it's already happening?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you got me on that one, I guess. Yeah.
Why should men pay for the opportunity to maybe get sex instead of just paying for sex?
I know. Go with the sure thing. I would go with the sure thing instead of taking a woman out and spending $200 on dinner. You know, might as well just give her that $200 and get to it.
You're paying for the time and the woman's worth. You're not paying for an action or a transaction.
But wouldn't the marketplace determine what the woman's worth is?
No, the woman determines her worth.
Well, she can ask a certain price, but
yeah, she can ask, and if he feels that she's valuable enough, then he will supply that demand.
Wouldn't it end simping and shift the sexual marketplace to where women have to compete for the men?
I guess I don't really see how it does that.
Well, why should men pay for the opportunity to get sex instead of just paying for sex?
I mean, some men are just not gonna pay for sex. I don't see myself ever doing it. I mean, I'm also the guy, you know, who think vacations aren't worth it. All right, they're way too expensive for the little, you know, if you go like for a week somewhere, right? Pay for something, stay there for a week, do whatever, and then, you know, that's your time and money wasted. I'd rather just chill at home, play some video games, all right? Some streaming, you know, making videos, you know, stuff I like doing. I already do what I like. Like, I don't need to do that somewhere else. So vacations are already just money wasting, in my opinion. And then, like, you can, like, oh, well, you can go to a park, what do you call it? Amusement park. Okay, so you pay, like, what, $50 to be in an amusement park for a day, and again, you wasted the whole day, you know, to have a little bit of fun, and you wasted money. Like, no, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it for me. And same with sex work. It's just not worth it.
I mean, I can see that. Yeah, it kind of swaps some power around a bit. I can see that.
Wouldn't it also flood the market and drive the prices down?
No.
Well, obviously, you know, if you had just like an influx of women selling sex, there'd be a greater supply, right?
But who's to say there would be an influx?
Well, obviously, you know, look how many women are doing OnlyFans right now.
Right.
So I'm just saying, like, obviously, if
OnlyFans and prostitution is not the same thing.
It is.
Selling your body for sex and selling your body not for sex are two totally different things. However, a woman should be able to do whatever she wants with her body.
Oh, and it's still work, right? Even though it's different to, you know, sell your body for sex instead of like selling your body for pictures, right? Or in picture form. It's different, but it's still the same work. Still both work, right?
So lastly, do you think if prostitution was cheap and accessible...
Hold on, what?
Like a man can. However, a woman should be able to do whatever she wants with her body, just like a man can.
Okay, okay. How about, circumcised men? They are born, and without their consent, getting circumcised. They don't get a choice. How about those people? How about those men living without a foreskin? They get the choice? No, because they were a baby. They couldn't give consent yet. And also, what you do with your body, like, sure, you can do whatever the fuck you want with your body. There's nothing that's withholding you from doing whatever you want with your body. At all.
I think if prostitution was cheap and accessible, there'd be less rape and sexual violence.
Yes.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but I think if men could be able to get it up a little bit more for women that are willing, there would be a lot less crime.
Do you think that grape is about sex or about power?
Power.
So
Power and control.
So if grape isn't about sex, if it's all about power, why wouldn't evil men just assault women and not bother having sex with them?
But some do.
Right, but isn't it really all about power and also sex?
No, I
No, this is dumb. This is dumb. This was dumb. No. You're not. No. Listen. The reason why most men don't just fucking rape some woman on the streets, that have a conscience, they have morals, they have values. They know that shit's wrong. Top of that, get caught, you're in jail for 25 years. For what? For like 4 or 5 minutes sex with somebody who keeps struggling. Like, I don't even think it's gonna be fun anyways. Like, you're gonna struggle, maybe you have to knock her out and she's like just dead. Like, no, this was a dumb point. I'm sorry, you can't just say this shit.